In tribute to 100-year-old David Attenborough, and don't worry, I'll get to 100-year-old Mel Brooks down the road. But for Sir Attenborough, in the wild, it is one of the rarest sightings on the entire continent. Observers can go years, decades even, without witnessing it in the flesh. And then, this past weekend, out on the open plains of cable news, it happened. Not once, not twice. On 4 or 5 separate occasions, the rare and elusive Fox News apology. And Maria Bartiromo, whose network paid out $787 million rather than say sorry for lying about a stolen election, interrupted her own program to say sorry to the Shark Tank guy over his data center. And let me back up. Because in May, Kevin O'Leary, the one they call Mr. Wonderful, went on Bartiromo's show wearing a hat that read, Utah National Security. And by the way, is it the state or the country he's securing? Or is it the state that's securing the country? I don't get it. And what are they securing from anyway? Whatever. And while wearing that confusing hat, he accused a handful of local Utah groups who oppose his giant data center project of being proxies for the Chinese government. And his evidence? He said that his staff did a deep dig into the IP addresses. Ah yes, the IP addresses, just like the plot line of an early 2000s hacker movie that was made for TV. Quote, who would want us to stop building our electrical grid? Who would want to stop us from developing AI? Which adversary would want that? There's only one. It is China. End quote. And according to his hat, Utah is going to secure the country from China because of AI or something. I don't know. And of course, after his lawyers likely had a few words with him, on Thursday, O'Leary quietly walked back the entire China narrative. He admitted that he has no evidence of any of those people being funded by China. He named every one of them in his retraction, and the second he admitted that he made it up, Fox News had a problem. Because Fox News aired it on its airwaves and nodded right along. So then came the apology tour.
As Kevin O'Leary appeared as a guest on this program back on May 11th and discussed the ongoing controversy surrounding his planned data center project in Utah. Now, he made certain claims relating to the opponents of that project. Mr. O'Leary has now corrected the record and explained that he has no evidence that the Alliance for a Better Utah, Elevate Strategies, Josh Cantor, Taylor Knuth, or Gabrielle Finlayson are funded by China or the Chinese Communist Party. Fox News Media is likely likewise aware of no evidence that they are funded by or acting at the direction of or in coordination with Chinese interests in opposing Kevin O'Leary's project. Fox News Media apologizes for the error. We'll be right back.
Bartiromo on air saying Fox News Media apologizes for the error. And then they ran the apology again. And then on a show, Saturday in America, read out loud by Kayleigh McEnany, yes, that Kayleigh McEnany, the former Trump press secretary, who was forced to eat a correction live on television. Love that. And then again on the Big Weekend Show, and again on the Big Money Show. 4 programs, 5 apologies, the word apologize, which this network, by the way, treats roughly the way that Dark Helmet from Spaceballs treats his father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. Happy birthday, Mel Brooks. Fox News apologized no less than 4 separate times in one weekend. And this is the same network that told you night after night after night that voting machines flipped the 2020 election for Jabba the Trump. They paid Dominion Voting Systems $787 million because of that. And as part of that settlement, they never once had to say the word sorry on air. Lying to the entire country about who won an election? No apology. A Canadian millionaire baselessly smearing some Utah Democrats that care about their environment? Tons of apologies before Sunday brunch. So yeah, now we know that Fox News has a line, and it isn't truth, it's not democracy. It's one simple question. Did the person or people you smeared have a lawyer who would actually make you pay. Dominion, they had lawyers, so they got paid. These Utah folks apparently would probably have lawyers too, so they got apologies before Fox had to pay them. And by the way, $787 million, the most expensive non-apology in the history of television. Fox News would rather wire the GDP of a small island than move their lips into the shape of the word, "I'm sorry," about an election. Even when, in the spirit of one Republican Timbaland, it would be too late to apologize. But suddenly, their whole network is running a sorry tour like it's another Eras run from Taylor Swift. And God bless those Utah Democrats, because their response, classy. They told Business Insider that it wasn't China. The only foreign operative here is a Canadian wealthy person trying to ruin our state, end quote. And then they printed their own hats, riffing on his. This group, Elevate Utah, made these hats that said Utah Nature Security.
This is a real man, and he chose to wear this hat that says Utah National Security. When did they have these made? Was it a gift? So, if you would like to support the work that we are doing that apparently has these billionaires shaking in their boots, you can buy our hat, which now says Utah Nature Security.
That's how you do it. You don't cry about it, you sell merch. Especially when you have Zion, Bryce Canyon, and so many other perfect works of nature in your state. No AI needed. An independent media like us, we try to get it right all the time. But when mainstream media, when they have people coming for them, they lawyer up and use weak corporate apologies as a shield. And that's why I'm asking you to subscribe, to share, to like, to comment on us and any independent source that's out there committed to the truth.